Rose is still down with jet lag. Oma ist in Bengaluru. Monika hat sich ein bisschen verspätet. Wer noch? I think I've counted everyone now. Monika wird dann gleich kommen. Gut. Das lassen wir so. Und jetzt mache ich Screen Sharing. Das Screen Sharing. Ja. So. Ja. Hat angefangen. Könnt ihr meinen Bildschirm sehen, bitte, alle?
Ja.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So. Das war der Text von gestern, die Sonnenbrillenanalogie. So, was wollte uns oder was will der Text uns belehren, unterrichten, sagen? Was will der Text uns sagen? Was sagt uns dieser Text? Das ist eine Analogie. Verstehen wir, was das Wort Analogie bedeutet? Die Analogie?
Bedeutet auf Englisch Analysis?
Nein, Analogy.
Analogy.
Ja, so. Aber was ist ein Analogy? In very simple terms.
Interpretieren und Meinung geben.
Interpretieren, aber wie interpretieren wir das?
Mit Daten.
Nein, nicht exakt, so, nicht exakt.
Ich bin ein Analogist im SAP, so ich weiß Data Analysis.
Nee, also die zwei sind verschiedene Sachen.
Analogie und Analysis.
Nein, das ist Analyse. Analyse, das ist Analogie. Also Beispiel ist, hier gibt es etwas. Etwas. Was das ist egal.
Ein Papier.
Hier gibt es etwas. Also wenn ich über diese Sache berichten will oder erzählen will, dann sage ich das nicht direkt, was das ist.
Okay.
Hier nehme ich eine andere Sache und mit Hilfe dieser zweiten Sache erkläre ich, was das hier ist. Also nicht direkt.
Ist es Euphemism?
Yeah, but euphemism is putting things nicely.
Okay.
Ja, auf Deutsch heißt das Euphemismus. Ja, euphemistisch, also etwas schöner machen. To put something in a more beautiful way, that's called euphemism. But here, analogy is explaining something by using another example. So in other words, a kind of a parallel. You draw a parallel. So when you say Sonnenbrillenanalogie.
Okay, analogous. So analogous method we call a prototype. Okay.
I think that's slightly different. A parallel method. Are you talking of parallel method?
Yeah, analogy. I'm talking about analogy. Analogous is a parallel, a similar, a prototype.
Right. Okay. Yeah, then it's okay. If it's on the parallel, then it's okay.
Super.
So we are using a parallel to explain something instead of explaining that something directly.
Okay, that's better analogy. So es ist ganz Unterschied von Analysis.
Analyse,
Analyse.
ja. So, was haben wir hier verstanden?
Unser Gehirn kennt, wie
Ja,
wir sehen oder wie unsere Augen sehen.
das ist ein bisschen mehr abstrakter. Aber ja, you will have to explain the word sehen and I'll accept the argument.
Ja. See, wann wir
Now, sehen
haben,
ist, ja,
ja, wann wir sehen, alle Dinge mit einer grünen Glase oder einer grünen Brille,
hm,
mein Gehirn kennt alle diese Dinge grüne,
als grün.
als
Als
grün,
grün.
als grün.
Aha,
Wahrscheinlich oder
aha,
wirklich, das ist nicht. Wie,
mhm,
jede Dinge hat eigene Farbe oder verschiedene Farbe. Aber
mhm, mhm,
ich sehe alle Dinge mit meinen grünen Brille.
ja,
So mein Gehirn notiert alle Dinge grün
als grün. Also,
als grün.
also durch die grüne Brille, wenn man
Ja,
etwas durch die grüne Brille sieht, man sieht die Wirklichkeit nicht.
ja, richtig.
Also man sieht alles grün und nicht, wie die Wirklichkeit ist. Aber warum diese Farben hier? Warum werden diese Farben hier verwendet?
Es ist ein bisschen einfach zu verstehen.
Ja, und was meinen die anderen dazu? Seid ihr mit dieser Aussage einverstanden? Viola, Jeet, Premvada, Anbarasi, was meint ihr? Kushi ist auch da. Was meint ihr? Zunächst. Ich stelle noch eine Frage. Habt ihr den Text verstanden? Wenn nicht, kein Problem.
Es tut mir leid, ich konnte nicht das Text verstehen oder lesen.
Okay, kein Problem, Jeet. Viola?
Ich habe gelesen, Sir, aber ich habe nicht verstanden, was die Brille hier bedeutet.
Okay, gut. Die anderen, Viola, Premvada?
So, ich habe auch gelesen,
Ja.
aber nicht verstanden alle.
Alles, ja? Mhm.
Ja, ja.
So, ich habe ein bisschen verstanden, aber die Brille, die gelbe Brille und die blaue Brille, Bedeutung, ich verstehe nicht so.
Okay. Ja, dann noch jemand da? Who else is there, please? I can't see the person on the screen. May I know who else is there?
Anbarasi is there.
Anbarasi.
Yes,
Yeah, Anbarasi. Yeah.
So first off, I understand, sir. Second, not so.
Okay, Azada is not jemand da. So someone is coming. Monica is here. Okay, good. So I think Uma may not be here. She's in Bengaluru. And Rose, I think, is still not recovered from her jet lag. That can take time. It varies from person to person also. Okay.
Now jet lag from to relative lag.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. People don't allow you that brief moment. Huh? Anyway, you can understand their anxiety and their anxiousness
Yeah,
also.
that too. This time after you are visiting after a long time. So
That's true. That's true. In fact, that can be also used as an analogy. We'll come to that in a moment.
okay.
Ich habe hier vor ein paar Tagen von interkulturelles gesprochen. Erinnert ihr euch daran? Interkulturell und wie man etwas versteht oder nicht versteht. I think I mentioned this to you a couple of days back. Do you remember that?
Right, sir. Ich habe Ihre Frage verloren.
Okay. Ich habe hier, also unter uns, vor ein paar Tagen über interkulturelle Sachen gesprochen, wie man etwas von einer anderen Kultur nicht versteht oder missversteht.
Ja,
Und wir
manchmal
es
haben wir
auch,
Missverständnis.
ja, oder gar kein Verständnis. Manchmal auch
Ja,
gar
ich
kein
erinnere
Verständnis.
das.
Ja? Also wir haben hier davon gesprochen. We spoke about it. So diese Sonnenbrillenanalogie ist auch Teil dieses Missverstehens. It's a part of this misunderstanding. I've given you a hint. I've given you a hint.
So, das bedeutet, wir normalerweise, wir sehen mit unserem Kultur oder unseren
Augen.
Augenlich, ja.
Unseren persönlich, ja. Also, can you expand that? Unseren with that word personal.
Ja, wir sehen mit unserem Kultur oder unseren Kenntnisse.
Persönlichen, ja, persönlichen
Erfahrung.
Einstellungen, genau, Erfahrungen. Erfahrungen oder Einstellungen. Also das bedeutet, diese Perspektive ist nur wie eine Einbahnstraße. It's a one-way street. You see it only from your perspective, from your point of view. It's like a horse with blinkers, as they say. A horse or a tonga or a cart normally has these blinkers, the shades put here, so that the focus of the horse is on the road in front. Nothing from the side disturbs it or is allowed to disturb it. So if one goes around or goes about in life wearing those blinkers all the time, refusing to accept things from outside, others' opinions, others' views or viewpoints or others' perspective, dann ist man wie ein Frosch im Brunnen. You're like a frog in the well and you think your well is the largest place in the world with the most water. Because you don't want to see anything from outside or off outside. something similar is this Sonnenbrillenanalogie. Something similar. Moment, ich habe das verloren. So here. So when you say here Sonnenbrillenanalogie, look at the Analogie, also die wir hier vor uns haben. That parallelism that has been given. Ich bin in Indien geboren, ich bin Inder oder Inderin. Und ich möchte nach Europa, nach Deutschland oder Österreich oder in die Schweiz fahren. Gut, ich kaufe mir die Fahrkarten, ich bekomme das Visum und so weiter, alle Formalitäten sind zu Ende und ich fliege nach Deutschland. I land there. And I land there wearing my Indian glasses. Figuratively, not literally, I land there with my Indian glasses. Assume my first ever trip to Germany or Europe or any foreign country away from my own country. When I look around, first thing I see, everything is green, everything is neat, everything is clean. I see it from my point of view. Okay, I like it also. Good. Then I see certain strange customs and things. For example, the moment or in the airport itself, I see a couple walking in front, young couple walking in front. Suddenly they stop The girl grabs the boy or the boy grabs the girl and they kiss passionately right in the middle of the arrival lounge at the airport. They're kissing. You have to take a detour, go around them and proceed on your way to the exit to the taxi stand. My God, what a stupid country. Can't he show his affection at home? And if you are as old as I am, sometimes you have this thought going through such minds. I'm married for 40 years and I've never kissed my wife in public. These fellows are not even married and they're kissing each other. What culture do they have? What are they doing here? I'm looking at it through my Indian glasses. A German comes to India wearing German glasses. First thing he observes some couples. Husband 3 miles ahead, the wife with the children 3 miles behind. If they've been married, why can't they walk together? What a country. Married people, husband not walking with wife. What does he think he is? Hitler? Ahead of everybody, the rest are his slaves. German glasses. Why the wife walks behind the husband and all that, I'm not worried. I don't want to interpret that, analyze that, or look at that. But this is what I see. That is the word. Also, das Schlagwort, das Vasu hier gebraucht hat. Sehen. He was unable to explain, but that is that word sehen. So remember, I told you, if you can explain the word sehen, then it becomes clear. This is that Sonnenbrille or Brille überhaupt. Take off that German glasses. Take off that Indian glasses. Wear the local glasses. Then you will see and understand why such behavior is being enacted, because that is what it is in that country, in that place.
True.
That is this analogy. You can explain it in 3 sentences and it's done. We are not talking of the appearance of the people. Everyone has 2 eyes and a nose, a mouth, and 2 ears. The shape of the eyes, the color of the eyes, the color of the hair, that doesn't interest us. We are just curious there, but here we are upset. We misinterpret that. Yeah, so if you look at this here, the opening line, just choosing at random. I hope my screen is still visible.
Ja, können Sie bitte anderen, okay, 130% machen? Ja, ein bisschen. Ja, genug. Dankeschön.
Moment. Yeah, this is then the übliche Größe. This is the size every day.
Yeah.
Now you assume, so sagt der Text, that you have been born mit 2 Beinen, 2 Armen, 2 Augen, einer Nase, einem Mund und einer Sonnenbrille. You're already born with a pair of glasses. Literally, you have these glasses on you. You're born with this. So nobody will be shocked, because everyone in the world has been born with glasses, with Brille. Everyone in the world, all children are born with glasses. Also der Unterschied, die Farbe. Einige mit gelben Farbe oder einige mit grünen Farbe oder egal was. So they are part of the human body now. Die sind Teil des menschlichen Körpers. Jeder Mensch hat diese Brille. And that is exactly what he is pointing at. We are not born with glasses. We are born with a normal face, also Augen, Nase, Mund und Ohren. And it is these eyes born in that country, in that culture, in that milieu, in that Gesellschaft that control unsere Einstellungen, Also hier, Werte, Einstellungen, Ideen, Glaubenssätze und Annahmen. Because they match what is there around me in my country where I am born or I was born or live. So my values, my attitudes, my ideas, my beliefs, Glaubenssätze, beliefs, and my assumptions, they are common with the people in my country. And how is it common? Because I see these all around me. Alles, was Sie sehen oder ich sehe, gelernt oder erfahren habe, in der Vergangenheit, Gegenwart und Zukunft, ist durch diese Gläser ins Gehirn gelangt. It's gone through this into my brain. Everything goes in filtered, gefiltriert, yeah? Gefärbt, interpretiert. So these eyes, the Indian eyes, let's say, give me all my values, attitudes, and my beliefs, etc. Now let me add this a little further. It's a little provocative. So if you feel offended, let me know, I'll stop. Our eyes are not just attuned to this. Our eyes also distinguish between religions. In India also, sadly, North Indian, South Indian. Within that North Indian or Indian, we also distinguish each other between caste, creed, and a whole lot of other things. I'm not telling that, saying that everyone or telling you that every one of us should be Gautam Buddha or Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi or us. Nine. That's my experience. I'm only trying to interpret this text using those examples. Damit wir hier diesen Text verstehen. So if somebody were to give you a different set of glasses, a different set of eyes, not belonging to you, but belonging to another set of people whom you are looking at through your set of eyes. And if you use that set of eyes, the other set of eyes from the other people, would the vision be the same? You are seeing something through their eyes, their glasses. So would that be the same? Because their glasses are different. They could be pink, red, yellow, green, blue. So the Bilder, bekommen wir denn die gleichen Bilder? Was sagt ihr?
Ja, ich habe ein bisschen verstehen, dass beide
Verstanden,
Bilder, ja,
Ja?
alle Dinge sind gleich, außerdem die Farbe des Glases.
Ja, also die Farbe der Gläser oder des Glases, der Brille, das legt unsere Einstellungen, Glaubenssätze, Annahmen und Werte fest. It is that color which is determining this. So in other words, if you're born a Japanese, you will look at Japanese the way any Japanese would look at each other. If you're born an Indian, you would look at each other like any other Indian looks at each other. And with the same attitudes, we travel the world and we come up with misverständnisse because we are observing things through our eyes, our perspective, our mindset. Taxi frei, also in my language, in my country, taxi frei If I use that in French or in Hindi, taxi muft. If I see a shield, so taxi muft. Muft, why did I use that? Of course, it's a misuse. The word is not muft. In Hindi, it will be a different sentence altogether. But I'm translating literally. Taxi muft. There, the meaning is clear. Taxi is free for you. Also, ich brauche keine Kosten zu zahlen. But was eigentlich gemeint ist, टैक्सी का स्थान या टैक्सी यहां खड़ी की जा सकती हैं. And the word taxi means a vehicle for hire. That is the meaning of the word taxi. Who's ready to take passengers anywhere, anytime, any place. So im Englischen sagt man auch, what kind of taxi work are you doing? Take some rest. For example, I think the working person here, who is working apart from Vasu, anybody else working? Very hard, whole day? I can easily criticize that person. What is this taxi work you're doing? Take some rest. That means you are available for hire for anybody who says, chalo, you're going. 24/7 you're working. For what? So the word taxi doesn't mean free. Taxi means paid fare. You have to pay for the use. So a taxi cannot be free, no matter what the language. So this misverständnis basically arose for that Franzosen because he misunderstood the word frei. And Vasu yesterday pointed out also humorously, that is one word Frenchmen understand. And I said, any Indian also understands the word free. Right? So you have to look at things, observe, watch, understand, interpret things from another perspective. If you like it, adopt it. If you don't like it, don't adopt it. No one is forcing you. But to be able to understand something, you have to put yourself in that place of that person. Right? Many of us use sentences without realizing what we are saying is not understandable or is not understood by the other person. Each one has a different way of looking at things. In Greek, this is called dialectics, dialectic. For example, if I show you this, what color do you see here? Here.
So it seems a multicolor.
Okay, multicolored. Okay. And so sir has got a multicolored handy. From your side of view. After you go away, somebody else comes in and I show them this. Oh, he's got a black handy. Are they not two different things? Are you not misinterpreting it? Nobody looks at it from both ways. Any problem, we only see it from one side. We interpret it, we see it from one side. Durch eine Brille, nicht durch viele Brillen. And personally speaking, I would like to use it for every human being here to a large extent. But many Europeans, why only blame Europeans? Even we in India, we don't tend to look at a problem from different sides. Dialektik heißt das auf Deutsch. Das kommt aus dem Griechischen. Dialekta, going through a problem, through and through, examining all points, all angles of the problem. Dia, it means through. Also, ich habe hier, und ich verstehe das, also wie der Text hier sagt, gelbe Sonnenbrille. Und tausende Kilometer entfernt, zum Beispiel in Japan oder Polynesien oder egal welches Land, Neuseeland vielleicht, da gibt es Menschen oder Babys, 2 Arme, 2 Augen, eine Nase, einen Mund und so weiter, aber Sonnenbrille ist blau. So this child is born with blue glasses. So what's so funny? Nothing. He's also born with glasses. My children here in India also born with glasses. Okay. So glasses are part of natural birth. Okay. So they also have this. And they are blue. Okay, that also is okay. I agree. But then comes a problem. This particular person, Japaner, is learning, seeing, watching, observing, believing, assuming, evaluating everything in blue. So naturally, that evaluation and everything will be different from your evaluation, your attitude, your ideas, your beliefs. So if you go to Japan, you have to look at Japan through their glasses, not through your glasses. So what happens here? You go to a country like Japan. We are there only for a short time. Eine Woche, 2 Wochen. We come back to our country. We have not changed glasses. We have still gone there with that Indian glasses. Also grün oder rosa oder rot oder sowas. So we come back and tell people here, everything in Japan is red. Somebody from America or Deutschland or Österreich goes to Japan wearing green glasses. Everything in Japan is green. And the Japanese person stands up and says, also, wieso? Das verstehe ich nicht. Das ist alles blau hier. So each one of us thinks the other person is crazy. The German will say to a Japanese, what do you mean blue? It's green. You're crazy. And he'll tell an Indian, you are crazy. What do you mean red? It's green. And the Indian will argue back, what do you mean it's green? It's red. I've seen it. With my own eyes, I saw it. You can't see it through borrowed eyes anyway. Right? So this is what this text is talking about. And this is the question that this book authors or the author of this text wants us to answer. Warum ist die japanische Kultur grün? It's because people don't want to change their own Einstellungen. Einstellung, attitude. They don't want to see it from a different point of view. Ganz schnell, ganz schnell, und dann möchte ich, dass alle hier heute im Unterricht mindestens einen Satz darüber sagen. Ganz schnell, also ich war im Nordindien, I don't want to name the city, I don't want to name the institution or the professor. There was one professor, I'd gone to give a lecture there, and fortunately or unfortunately, there was a team of students from Europe. I can safely mention that they were from Switzerland. They were on a visiting study tour to that university. And they were in a different department, not German. They were in a department, I think, of textile designing and textile manufacture. So they were taught some styles of textiles and so on and so forth. And that little knowledge about textiles that I had and I still have, I've not expanded that. It's not my area, not my field. I shared with these girls. There were about 12 or 13 of them. I don't remember the number now. It was about 6 years back. These girls were amazed because I talked about the textile industry in the South. I'm fascinated by everything, literally. Oh, but our professor here never told us. I said, well, it may not be part of your syllabus. How can I criticize a fellow academic? Maybe it's not part of the syllabus. No. He was talking about textiles of India and there was no mention of South India. I said, strange. That should not have happened. Anyway, I didn't say anything. I said, well, it's up to you. You can ask him about it. Maybe he'll fill in the blanks. He's, after all, has more knowledge than I do. So then one of the girls, by sheer chance, wanted to ask me, do all South Indians eat using their hands? I said, what do you mean South Indians? All Indians eat using their hands, so do the Europeans. No. We eat with forks and spoons. I said, so you mean to say you use a tool to eat your food? For us, our tools are our fingers. Yeah, that's what he said. But he said hands, and he said every South Indian, please note, and this offended me a lot. I could have taken this person to task, but he is about 10 years older than I am. He said South Indians, when they eat, I want all of you to watch this. I hope, is my hand visible? All of
Yeah.
you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So when South Indians eat, they eat like this.
Sorry, I have different opinion.
Wait. Even I have a very strong difference of opinion, much stronger than yours. Wait.
Okay.
So this girl asked me, Switzerland. She was trying to put on another pair of glasses to see what he meant. But this gentleman, he told her, yes, I know this. And she asked me, I said, look, there seems to be some misunderstanding here. And it doesn't happen. No, he was very sure. He said he had seen it himself. I said, okay. I didn't say a word. Discussion ended. Then we all broke for lunch, went to the canteen. Food was served. All sitting very formally. They were also sitting there. Food served was the usual Indian style. There was roti, sabji, some dal, the liquid. When he was giving me dal, I insisted he give me only the watery part. I did not want the dal as such. Then some sabji was made. I forget the curry also. That also I said, please give me the liquid. More of liquid and less of the vegetable itself, the curry itself. And then he gave me rice also. I said, good. Do you also have curd? He said, yes. So please give me curd also. So everything around, we wished each other Malsite. And I just didn't even look at them and ask them, excuse me, this is my country. Happily rolled up my sleeves, took the roti in my hand, left hand on the table. Actually, it should not be on the table. Etiquette-wise, it should be in your lap. Left hand on the table. Picked up the roti with my right hand, fingers, 3 fingers. Is all I need to break the roti. Took it, dipped it in the dal, put it in my mouth, dipped the second piece, put it in. I knew they were watching me, all of them. All of them. I knew they were watching. I didn't even look up. Took the second one, then pretended. I should have joined the film industry. Pretended. Then I suddenly looked at her. I said, yeah, beta. They all looked at me. So with their hand. I said, yeah, beta. Oder mit dem Gabel. They tried what I was doing. One girl came across to see what I was doing. I showed how I break the roti. I said, yeah, und? I scooped up the dal and then put it in my mouth. So, I said, yeah, so is this. She tried, she couldn't. The others tried, they couldn't. Aber wir wollen das so essen. I said, ja, das kann man auch machen. Wir nehmen an, ihr seid alle 5-jährige Kinder. They started laughing. I said, dann nimmt man, also das Roti hier, so, I tore it with both hands, and then said, this is how you eat it, and then the hand became a little messy. Because children can't handle that. I said, you eat like this, with both hands. I said, you can also Europeanize this. Put your dal and the sabji in the roti, roll it, and eat it like a Frankie.
Tortillas.
Macht man das? Ja, macht man das? I said, nein, bei uns nicht. Die Kinder ja. Als Erwachsener, das mache ich nicht, das tue ich nicht. Then the rice part came. I normally don't eat rice. Once a day, not twice. Health and all that other things. The liquid had come. So I poured that, portioned my rice out as to what I would eat with what. Remember, I had curry liquid, I had curd, and I had dal. So in the 3 portions, I mixed the liquid, finished the rice, over. They were astounded. After that was over, I said, yeah, so ich bin jetzt satt. They were struggling with the hands, some of them. The others, they switched over to the spoons. And after the meals were over, I showed them my hand. The only parts which were soiled or dirty or whatever, touched by food, were the tip, the thumb, and the other fingers.
Yeah. Not beyond the first line. Not beyond the first line. Yeah.
Absolutely was so. Everything below this first joint was clean.
Dry.
I said, then I asked this girl, in order to give that sentence authenticity, would you like me to lick my palm now? I asked her. She was shocked. I said, nein. So? I said, yeah, so. Then I told her, wenn man aus einem Bananenblatt isst, da gibt es ein Problem. Manchmal, nicht immer. Dafür braucht man ein bisschen klug zu sein. I deliberately use the word klug because I knew they'll carry it back to that person. You have to be a little clever and intelligent on how to eat that food. Then I showed them how you build a wall of rice, a bund. This is how you block it. You pour the liquid. I told that cook would keep, sir, my dalta. I said, nothing doing it. I didn't want him to pour down the whole damn thing in my plate. So I took a little bit of it. The water started flowing. So I blocked it with the rice. Then slowly merged that water and the rice to the right consistency, picked it up and ate it. I said, now, we don't waste food. It's not part of Indian culture to waste food. Because we talk about not only Annadata, we also talk about An, which is equivalent to God here. Now, because there's still some liquid left, I have to scoop it up. I can't afford to waste it because I don't want to waste it. So there I use my thumb, push the liquid up, and with the finger, not with this hand, with the finger, scooped it up. And scoop it up straight into the mouth. It's like using a chopstick. That's it. See, even now, it's come maximum till here. But I do know that my parents could eat it without getting this part also dirty. Yeah, in a few places, there are people who do it and then scoop it up and then drink it as a last one and then close their eyes in prayer. Annadata Sukhi Bhava, and then it's over. So, Sonnenbrille. Also, this gentleman refused to see or observe with the second set of glasses. Eating of a banana leaf is not child's play. It calls for a great deal of skill. A great deal of skill. And when food is served on a banana leaf, on a plantain leaf, there is a place fixed for every item of food that has been prepared that day. We talk about Nachtisch. Also, was essen wir zum Nachtisch? Ja, ich möchte ein Eis. Sweet is served in the middle of a meal, as per Ayurvedic and Indian tradition, not at the end of a meal.
When we switch from spicy to salty item, we take sweet
Yes.
in between.
Yes. Genau. Du weißt das, ich weiß das. Wie viel von uns wissen das? And we are people coming from abroad, 1 week, and eine Woche, ein Monat, and this is a statement.
Okay.
The statement here in the book, the last one. Dass die Kultur von Japan grün ist.
Sir, unfortunately, I need to break here. My close friend, my Guruji's mother died just now, so I need to leave now.
Ayyo.
It's 96 years. Yesterday I went and met her, and in fact we prayed for her. Yeah, and I need to leave now. I'll join tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Not at all. So my condolences, heartfelt condolences.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And Beulah is on her way. Yeah, take care. Bitte.
Thank you. Bye.
Ja?
Bye.
Yes, sir.
Nein. Ja. So. Und dann kommt dieser Satz am Ende. Alle Südinder essen mit der Hand und die Hand ist total schmutzig am Ende des Essens. Jetzt versteht ihr den Text?
Yes, sir.
So how can you compare, analyze? The same applies not just to culture. The same applies to people. Whenever you talk to people, try to understand what they are saying wearing their glasses. If we all do that, believe me, then the word straight, kampf, and all that can be thrown out of the dictionary. It's a nice text. It's a very nice text. So, if you have basically understood the text here, könnt ihr mir sagen, ob diese 4 Aussagen richtig sind oder falsch?
Erste ist falsch, sir.
Ja, was sagen die anderen? Richtig oder falsch?
Falsch.
Okay. Die anderen auch? Falsch? Was meint ihr? Falsch? Okay, Nummer 2. Die Menschen kommen dort schon immer mit Sonnenbrille auf die Welt.
Richtig.
Richtig.
Die Menschen finden die Sonnenbrillen komisch.
Falsch.
Falsch.
Und die Sonnenbrillen sind ein Symbol für die Kultur des Landes.
Richtig.
Richtig.
Richtig. Und das ist diese Analogie. Wenn man diese Sonnenbrillen-Analogie verstanden hat, dann ist es einfacher, die Kultur eines anderen Landes zu adoptieren, zu verstehen. So mindestens für uns. We should be in a position to accept it. Don't worry about whether the other person has understood you correctly. It's a very simple analogy that you can apply to your own country, our own country, India. Every state has got its own culture. Ein Land mit 22 Sprachen, das ist Europa. Europa. Europe has 22 languages and 28 states, all part of the European Union. 28 countries with 22 languages. We have 29 states with 22 languages. Culture is different. It's not a question of critique, it's a question of Verständnis. Nicht kritisieren, verstehen. Das ist das Wort hier. Das wollte uns dieser Text sagen, dieser Beispiel uns zeigen.
Sir, ich
Ja.
möchte etwas fragen.
Ja,
Ich habe, ja, bitte, bitte. Im C-Punkt gibt es ein Verb, sei, Kultur sei grün.
wo ist denn das?
Sir, C-Punkt. Oben dritter Punkt. No, sir, please come down.
Hier im Arbeitsbuch?
Yes, yes, please. C point, can you see the C point?
Ja, ja.
Was ist passiert? Erklären Sie in einem kurzen
Ja.
Text, warum
Ja.
der Experte sagt, die japanische Kultur sei grün. Sei. Which verb is that?
Sein.
The infinitive.
Sei
That's
is
a verb.
infinitive.
Yeah, it's a sein.
But sein is no conjugation is sei. Sein is
That's right.
bin, bist.
Yeah, that's right.
With ear. Yeah.
You have,
But that
no,
seid.
you have to be patient until the 8th lesson.
Okay, sir.
I'll tell you this form, sei in Lektion 8.
Okay, sir.
So make a note of it, keep it there. If I forget, remind me. But you'll learn about it in the 8th lesson. Lektion 8 dieses Buches.
Yes.
Yeah. So in between, there are a couple of texts here which you have to be patient with and you have to bear with because they're trying to tell you about culture. Und ich glaube sehr, sehr tief daran, dass man die Kultur und die Sprache nicht trennen kann. Deswegen manchmal mache ich eine kleine Ableitung, a small diversion. Immer wenn es um ein Wort geht, gebe ich euch die extra Erklärungen, damit wir die Kultur hinter dem Wort verstehen. Without that word, without learning the culture, we cannot understand the word and the usage properly. So sometimes I do deviate, I know, I agree, but that's to explain the word to you people. This is to be used in this context, in this manner. Do all of you know the word gemütlich? And gemütlich is simmer.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? Comfortable. Yeah. But a German will not use the word gemütlich just like that. A German will use that word gemütlich when he feels it here and here in the heart. Yeah, Zimmer is comfortable. Look around. Yeah, gemütlich Zimmer. Yeah, good, good. Not a German. Yeah, Zimmer schön. Good, but not gemütlich. It has a different meaning for the German, that gemütlich. It has to fit into that mind gemütlich. Is it the same ditto my room in my home in Germany? How can that be possible? My home, my room in Germany. How can a room somewhere in the South Pole be like that? They don't use the word gemütlich so freely. If they do, that means they are thoroughly comfortable with that room. But the dictionary says comfortable, cozy, nice. It's not the dictionary that matters. It's the Kultur dahinter, das wichtig ist. And if you use the word, also wie finden Sie Deutschland? Ah, ganz gemütlich. And immediately the reaction to that is Indians are very easy to please. Give them some small bits and things and they're very pleased and they say gemütlich. Yeah, so when you learn language, you should be in a position to know the exact way a German would use it. So for that, you have to look at that word according to this analogy, wearing the German spectacles. What is this word for a German? Und dadurch lernt man die Sprache besser. Ah, Oma ist hier. Gut, schön. So, wo ist denn sie? Okay. Then you have learned German, and that is when you get a compliment from a German. Sie sprechen aber gut Deutsch. Because your usage of that word is exactly the way his own parents or he or she himself or herself would have used that word, which they don't expect from a foreigner. You can speak fluent German, but if not chosen the right word for that occasion, your German is still not good. You're still a foreigner. I'm happy, proud, humbled, and embarrassed when Germans call me a German. I took pains to learn the culture, to get acquainted with the culture. So they are shocked. So, wo haben Sie in Deutschland studiert? Ich habe nie in Deutschland studiert. Ach Mensch, was meinen Sie denn, nie in Deutschland studiert? Nie in Deutschland studiert. So, glaube ich nicht. I don't believe it, that you have not studied in Germany at all. Aber Sie sprechen so gut Deutsch. Na und? So, what? Ja, so. Wunderbar. Sie sind einer von uns. You are one of us. My most treasured compliment I received from a truck driver. Speaking to him in German. Then my treasured compliment. I hold it very, very dear to me, to my heart. One of us, you are one of us. Oma, willkommen.
Ja, Sir,
Is
sorry.
Ja, kein Problem. Heiße ich willkommen.
Yes.
Okay, so good. Let's try something different. Also Übung. Dann lesen wir auch einen Text vielleicht. So, wir haben hier einen Brief. Remember, please, this is Goethe Institute exam. Possible, possible. It says here, GI, Goethe Institute. So, wir haben hier vor uns einen Brief. Und leider gibt es hier Fehler. Und wir sollten diesen Brief korrigieren. So, welche Korrektur können wir hier durchführen? So, worauf sollen wir uns achten? Ganz klar. Wortfehler, Fehler in der Satzstellung. Vielleicht ist ein Wort in dem Satz falsch platziert. Maybe it's put in the wrong place. Und noch etwas, vielleicht Grammatik oder sowas. Und die Übung sagt uns, gives us a big hint, es gibt immer nur einen Fehler pro Zeile. Every line is only one mistake. Also zum Beispiel Berlin, den 23. Februar 2061 vielleicht. Oder 21 oder whatever. So, sehr geehrte Damen und Herren. So, Damen und Herren. So dann. Gestern, ich habe erfahren, dass mein Mann und so weiter. Gestern habe ich, nein, nicht ich habe. So, can you find the other mistakes here? Einmal den Text durchlesen, sich im Kopf spielen lassen. Let it play around in your head and see what are the possible mistakes. One per line. So the whole thing constitutes a line. This is Sail, not Zats. Don't confuse it. One mistake per sentence, no. One mistake per line. So this entire line has got one mistake, that is habe ich and nicht ich habe. Yeah.
Sir,
Both of
gestern habe ich.
Yeah, that's already given to you here. It's already solved.
Okay. That's I missed.
Nach Japan gehen können.
Ja, na, Japan. Ja.
Yes, sir, aber wieso gehen nicht fliegen?
Huh?
So, warum sie hat gehen Verb benutzt anstatt fliegen?
Gehen is the covered term for anything.
So, gehen is mostly, we
Gehen.
basically use fliegen for another countries. Ich fliege nach.
How will you say कि मैं जर्मनी जा रहा हूँ या जर्मनी उड़ रहा हूँ?
But sir, definitely I will not walk. I will fly to the country.
So in Hindi will you say मैं जर्मनी उड़ रहा हूँ?
No, sir, this will not be in Hindi.
Same thing when you in German also, when you say gehen, it means fliegen. Ich gehe nach Haus. 40 kilometers. Ich gehe nach Haus. It means I'm going home. So I don't have to necessarily say ich fahre per taxi, per auto rickshaw nach Haus. I say ich gehe nach Haus. If you want to be very, very specific, then we use fliegen, fahren, mit dem Bus, mit dem Auto und so weiter und so weiter.
Okay.
So gehen is
Okay,
the, as I say in German, Oberbegriff. Oberbegriff, the cover term. So gehen is perfectly all right. No problem here. How do you put it? Oberbegriff, cover term. Generic. General, generic.
Okay, sir.
I see it comes in the next one also, not Tokyo gehen.
Yes, sir, aber meistens habe ich nur fliegen gehört. Ich fliege nach. That's why.
It's a very, very stilted way of saying it. It's not spoken German. That means you're being very, very particular. Baal ke khal nikhal diya.
Nein, sir.
No, so it says. No, people who use this, that's what they are doing. मैं उड़ के जा रहा हूँ. अच्छा उड़ के जा रहे हो, लुढ़क के नहीं जा रहे? If somebody says that to me, मैं जर्मनी उड़ के जा रहा हूँ. अरे लुढ़क के जाओ ना. Just say जर्मनी जा रहा हूँ. Why do you have to say उड़ के जा रहा हूँ? It's so stupid. I know you will fly there. So that means you are considering me stupid, that I don't understand the word जा रहा हूँ. So I mean उड़ के जा रहा हूँ. See, that is the logic here, na?
So, sir, here gain bedeutet that.
To go.
Okay.
Just to go. It doesn't mean to walk.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, but you can be specific. Ja, Kushi, das ist eine gute Frage. Aber you can be specific. For example, in meiner Stadt, von der Schule gehe ich nach Haus. Also mein Haus ist nicht weit, also ich gehe nach Haus. There it means I walk. Ich gehe zu Fuß. And suppose you say, von der Schule fahre ich nach Haus. Ach so, ist dein Haus weit? Ja, etwa 10 Kilometer. Ich fahre mit dem Bus. Because then it means I'm traveling home. Travel is not walk. Travel means some means of transport.
Yeah, genau.
So you can specify that.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, if I know you are miles away, and you say you're going home, I know you'll be using some means, you'll not be walking.
Yeah.
So it's understood. So you are gehen nach Hause, I accept it. So yeah, okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, go on. Read the text first. Bitte den ganzen Text lesen und dann die Korrekturen durchführen.
Sir, ich denke, wir würden nach Tokio gehen und von 4 bis 8.
Nein.
Okay.
Hello,
Ja,
Morgan sir. In
ja.
number try there is gain corner na?
Yeah.
Are you asking me or telling me?
No, telling you, not
Then
asking you.
read the whole sentence, please, Monica.
Gestern habe ich erfahren, dass mein Mann und ich für einige Zeit nach Japan gehen können.
Is correct.
Correct, na? Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Und das.
Das.
For
Nebensatz?
das. Ja,
Nebensatz?
Nebensatz. Ja.
The
Mit das
conjugated.
bildet man ein Nebensatz und das
Ja.
Verb kommt immer am Ende.
Am
Ja.
Ende. Verb kommt am Ende, ja.
There are two verbs. Welches Verb kommt?
Conjugated
Yeah,
verb.
conjugated verb.
So will it be gehen können?
Yeah.
Why können?
Weil normalerweise wir
Why is
haben
it können? What is the subject here?
Wir.
ja.
I mean the Subjekt
Nein,
is
mein
Mein
Mann
Mann und ich.
ich.
Plural.
Ja,
Ja, Plural. Mein
können.
Mann und ich, wir können.
Ja,
Ja.
wir können.
So, das, since it's a Nebensatz, wir
Yeah.
können,
That's
put
why
that
the
können at the end. Good
and
morning.
yeah.
Okay, modal verb am Ende, sir. When
Yeah,
two
modal
verbs
verb.
comes.
Conjugated verb at the end.
Conjugated or modal any verb.
Yeah, but gain is also for where it is gain, no, sir.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that is das. Oh, okay.
Which
Oh,
verb will you
das.
conjugate?
Modal verb here. Wir können nach Japan.
Will you put it this way, or will you say wir gehen nach Japan können?
No, sir. I would say wir können nach Japan gehen. This is the correct.
Now, suppose you have das.
Das. Got it, sir. Yeah. Ich verstehe. I mean,
So
ich habe
this will now
verstanden.
come the end, right? Das
Yeah.
wir nach Japan gehen können.
Good.
So ist das, gehen können. Okay, weiter.
Next dot bleiben.
Ja?
Same thing happening in next line. Wir würden nach Tokio gehen und 4 bis 8 Monate dort bleiben.
Why should bleiben be at the end?
Und hier kommt
So
und.
werden also have the
Yeah,
same
werden
rule,
is the-
right? The
Correct.
second
Absolutely.
second
Genau.
verb,
Second verb
infinitive,
come
yeah,
and
am Ende.
Well done. Super. Also werden plus infinitive.
Infinitive verb.
So dort
bleiben.
bleiben. Okay.
Dann gelernt. Ich habe schon ein bisschen
Genau. Japanisch, ja.
Gelernt.
gelernt.
Super. Well done. Also perfekt. So wir brauchen hier
perfect
Partizip
sentence.
2 und kein Infinitiv.
Und ich.
Good one. Well done. Okay, line number 6.
Eine gute.
So for
Hier kann es zwei Fehler finden.
Ja.
Ja.
Aber wir können nur aber gibt es nur einen Fehler? Es ist so geschrieben.
Ja, so wie viele?
Zwei.
Hast du gefunden? 2. Also welche 2?
Ja, nein. Ob Sie mir vielleicht ein gutes Kulturtraining, das Training für Leute anbieten können? So there are two mistakes. Ein
Es gibt
und
nur
für
ein
Leute.
Fehler. Ein Fehler. Das hier.
But sir, article of training is das. So it should be
Das
ein.
Training oder the Training?
It can also be the training.
D train.
No, you have to choose one.
Feminine.
So das, I have heard das training.
You have to
The
choose one
Training.
only. Das Training or the Training?
Die Training.
D train.
Nein, it's das Training.
Because sir,
so-
adjective endungen is auch es.
So das Training, so the eine ist falsch. Ein gutes interkulturelles Training anbieten können.
Ja, ein gutes.
Okay, ein gutes.
Ein gutes interkulturelles Training anbieten können für Leute.
But sir,
No,
warum?
you can't do that.
But sir, verb should come at the end. There is
If I put this here, Khushi, where will I put my relative zats? Relative zats must be next to the noun.
Yeah.
Ja.
It should be
okay.
next to the noun. So what do I do?
The noun we are referring, yeah.
And it's a prepositional object, so you can put it at the end, no problem. No problem.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So, ob Sie mir vielleicht ein gutes interkulturelles Training anbieten können? Außer für Leute, whether you can maybe give me an intercultural training. You can offer me an intercultural training program for people. So I give a pause and then continue my sentence. For people, whether you can give me an intercultural training program or whether you can, for people, give me an international, you can't put it anywhere else.
But sir, vielleicht there should be a comma
No,
before fear.
no,
No?
no.
Okay.
Because the training program, offer a training program, this entire thing is connected. Connected how? It is connected to this one. Ein gutes interkulturelles Training anbieten können für Leute. The offer is for the people. Training offer is for the people. It's connected to anbieten können. So it will be after that.
This is only because we are building a relative as.
That's one reason. The other reason is it's connected to the verb, so it follows the verb and not für Leute anbieten können.
Okay.
And the next line, line number 7. This is interesting. I find this exercise very interesting.
Die nach Japan gehen
Die,
möchten.
ja, die.
Genau.
Nicht denen.
Nicht denen. Denen is dative plural.
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 Dative plural. Aber was wir eigentlich hier in dem Relativsatz brauchen, ist
Die.
Nominativ.
Nominativ und die.
Nach Japan gehen möchten. So we need the nominative because we are looking for the subject of the sentence. Not whom, to whom. And subject of This sentence is derived from here. Do you remember your relative set, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, the. Okay, good. Well done. Very well done. Nice. Come on, people. This is supposed to be exam stuff, Prüfungsstoff. You can't take so much time.
Mm.
If you have not found it in 8, go to number 9.
Sir,
Yeah.
ich möchte Sie fragen, sir. Ich möchte Sie
Yeah?
fragen. This is, yeah, Ihnen nicht
Why? What's wrong in Ihnen?
dative.
So?
Ihnen is, I would like to ask to you. No, I would like to ask you. So it should be Sie. Ich möchte Sie fragen.
You're going by that logic, not by the logic of fragen is always accusative.
Oh, that
Hmm.
sounds better.
Fragen ist immer Akkusativ, antworten immer Dativ.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I forgot the rule. Yeah, sir. Ich möchte.
Fragen kommt
Because other
immer mit dem
sentence I don't
Akkusativ.
see any mistake.
Ich frage dich. Ich frage dich. Fragst du mich?
Frage dich. But here it is, ich möchte dich fragen.
So you can't use
Huh?
dative here. It has to be accusative. Mich, dich, ihn, sie, es, uns, euch, sie.
Ji.
Yeah, that's why it should be Sie.
Fragen ist immer Akkusativ.
Oh, okay. You're telling, okay. The answer is correct, but the rule that I used is different. Okay.
That rule, I'm not happy with you using it.
Yes, sir.
Because-
We have first answer. Yeah, that was
Okay.
like translating from English, which you always don't encourage that. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you a sentence here which will tell you or cause problems here. Let's see. So, gibt es hier auch einen Fehler?
Ja, erste Satz.
Is richtig. I will tell to my parents.
Okay. And what about the second one? I'll say my parents about the project. Yeah, Peter. I will tell to my parents about the project. I'll say my parents about the project. Welcher Satz ist richtig? Come on, come on. You're not
English
doing
is
English, but
becoming difficult.
yeah.
Yeah.
Monica
Sir, second is sage
is wrong.
meine Eltern.
Is Sage meine Eltern. So this is wrong, you think?
No, sir. I
Hmm.
think. Oh, you're talking about German. I think Esther is that says richtig because I say what. I say to whom? No, sir.
Don't ask me. You tell me. I'm asking you.
Ich sage meinen Eltern.
Yeah. Ich sage meinen Eltern.
Wenn
And
their Eltern, then meinen. Wenn die Eltern, then meine Eltern.
You were.
okay, this is confusing you. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
change it. We'll change it. Yeah, no. Ich sage den Eltern oder ich sage die Eltern?
Den Eltern.
Yeah, Monica, very, very hesitatingly,
Ja. Aber
not
den
confident.
ist richtig.
Esther's answer is
Ist
richtig.
richtig. Den Eltern.
Den
Yeah,
Eltern. That conference, sir.
Ja.
Yeah. It is dative plural. Oh, sorry, sir. Yeah.
okay.
Dative plural.
So why is it dative? Why not accusative? Why can't we say ich sage die Eltern? Basics, basics, basics.
Sagen.
Das ist Grundgrammatik, Basic German.
Ja.
Man sollte das so gelernt haben. You
Because
should have
I
learned it like
remember, yeah, you told us a rule, sir. Helfen, sagen. I mean,
Sagen
when other
is
people also there in that
that.
sentence, then you should use dative.
Dative.
Genau. Sagen is to say something.
Say
Something to
something.
someone.
Yeah,
You can
To
only
someone.
say it to a person.
person.
Ja.
Oh, yeah.
Immer dative.
That
Das
is
ist immer
imperative.
dativ.
Ja.
Ja, richtig,
I
Prima.
remember this rule.
Bitte
The
sagen
always.
Sie mir.
We all
Ah.
remember that. You told us it's helfen and yeah, we remember
Like
Look at the,
helfen,
genau.
gratulation.
Look at the
Like
meaning of the
yeah.
verb.
okay.
Sagen Sie mir, ob Sie mich verstehen.
Okay.
Tell me whether you understand me.
Understand the things.
In English, the me is the same in dative and in accusative.
Hmm.
Verstehen is accusative. Why is it accusative? That also, I think I gave you a hint.
First is only I.
Das Verb ist gleich.
Yeah.
Aber das Objekt hier,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
Yeah. When it is partial, then it is dative.
yeah, Sache und
Then
this is a
Sache.
human being.
Person.
Second one. Yes.
sorry, this is
Person.
person.
Yeah. Yeah, person or human being, you can say.
Right. So when you talk about verstehen, das Verb ist gleich.
Yeah.
The same verb if it can be used with a thing,
Things.
non-human.
Yeah, no.
And
Direct
it
object.
Then
can also be used with a human.
yeah.
Then that verb is accusative.
Hmm.
If a verb can be used with a thing as well as a person,
Yeah.
that verb is accusative.
Accusative.
Photography or dish. Then dish. Yeah, dish. Denmark.
Denmark.
Photographier. You can photograph
Yeah.
a table. isn't it?
Fotografiere das Bild.
Yeah.
I can take a picture of a table. Why not?
Tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a chair, or a computer, or a laptop, or a lamp, or a building, or a carpet. So I can photograph an object. I can also photograph people, which means this verb fotografieren can have a thing as an object,
Thing as
As
well.
can
well.
have a person as an
Person.
object, which means
It is
fotografieren
accusative.
is accusative.
Accusative verb. Yeah.
With sagen, you can say something
To
to
someone.
someone. For example, ich sage den Eltern die Wahrheit. Truth.
Hmm.
The truth. So when you are using sagen and there is a person in that sentence with sagen, then that person will be in the dative case.
Dative.
Person will always,
Be in
will
that.
almost always come in the dative case.
Yeah.
Now tell me about these two sentences. Leave out German. German, I'm sure I can make it much more pakka than English. Which of these two sentences is correct?
The first one is right, I think.
Yeah. First one is correct. We can normally say I will tell to my parents something. Na? We will
Okay.
not say something.
Yeah, was sagen die anderen? What do the others say?
Yeah, gleichfalls.
Yeah, sir, gleichfalls.
But
Okay.
we tell a story.
Both are wrong.
Oh,
Both are
Our
wrong.
English is also improving.
I will tell my parents
Okay.
what you have here is the German word sagen. The two is wrong. The preposition does not come with tell. Tell does not use a preposition in English. Similarly, you will not say my parents, you inform your parents, or you tell your parents. The word say is not used. I will say the truth. I will say this sentence. This is the wrong usage of the verb say. This is the reason that I do not want any of you to think in English and apply that to German. Beide Sätze sind leider falsch. If you want more examples, I can fill this page and a book with this wrong English that we all carry around, thinking our English is very good. I'm not saying my English is excellent. I'm not claiming that, but I happen to be in an advantageous position of having learned English from the age of 4 or 3.5. I told you my background. I was sent to a creche. There was an English teacher who was looking after us in the factory where my father worked before joining the Government of India, Ministry of Defense. He worked in a factory. The factory had a creche where small children were sent. According to what my mother had told me, I don't remember my childhood very much. What little I remember is only positive images, thankfully. He told me that she was literally fed up of me because of the mischief and problems I used to create at home. So in the factory, there was a creche that started, and there was a English lady who was running that creche. She was the wife of one of the employees there. So all the children on that factory campus quarters would be sent to her. So from those kids around me, I learned Gujarati, my first language in a way, Indian language, and she communicated with us in English. I never learned English formally, grammar. Grammar came later when I started doing my German.
So you are a native speaker of English also.
Almost, yes. Almost, yes. I think in English. And if that English fails me, then I think in straight away in German. It's a very unfortunate situation in a way because I can't think in my mother tongue, which I should be. Both are wrong. My English grammar picked up, improved, became solid after I started German grammar. This is wrong. I tell to my parents it's totally wrong. Don't use English, please. Please, just don't use English to apply the grammar to the German grammar. I will tell my parents, please tell me the truth. Please tell me your problem, not tell to me your problem.
Yeah.
It's not say to me your problems. Please say whether you have understood. The say covers an entire statement of things. What is it you said? Excuse me, what is it you said? That said is also, was haben Sie gesagt? So don't use this. By using that logic, you will get lost here. This is exactly what has happened here. Don't say, aha, to you. That to you, no, not to you. I ask to you is wrong. Don't go by that logic. Just go by this logic of fragen.
Fragen, yeah. Verb.
Fragen can come with a think. Because you can ask or question. The word fragen actually means to question. You can question a theory. You can question a person. Correct? So it can, the thing and person both can come as objects, which means fragen is accusative. Dative verbs or verbs that come with dative will not have an accusative object. They'll come with only one object. And the meaning of that verb can be applied only to a person. Schmecken, gratulieren, helfen. Just look at these verbs. They all have a person-related meaning. You congratulate a person. The taste is to a person. Gefallen, to be liked by a person. Gehören, to belong to a person. Because this possession, no thing can express possession. A laptop or a handy cannot say, hello, 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 hello. That charging cord belongs to me. The handy doesn't say that. That possession part is shown by the people. It's a human emotion, a human statement, a human feeling, a human attitude. So that is the reason why these verbs are always with the dative. And dative is always, almost person. So when can I put a thing as dative? Use a preposition. The moment you use a preposition, then that particular thing can become dative. So for example, dieser Batterieauflader gehört zu dem Handy. Now I can use Handy in dative because I've used the preposition zu, gehört zu. Then it's okay. Ohne zu, you cannot say dieser Auflader gehört dem Handy. Falsch. Falsch. Please remember our Grundgrammatik. This is the basic grammar. I don't want to be critical of the teachers who taught you German. I have nothing to say against them. I have nothing against them. I don't know them. But please believe me, the explanations that I'm giving you, I'm more or less sure have not been given to you when you learned your A1, A2. Which is why almost lifelong we have problem with them accusative object and with them dative object.
But now we are in better shape, sir. Yeah. No, initially, yes.
Thank you.
You're right,
That
sir.
Yes.
Here is right.
don't forget, I was also a learner once. Es ist kein Meister vom Himmel gefallen. No teacher has fallen down directly from heavens. I also learned, I also struggled, I also went through these problems. So I would not like you to go through those problems again. Yeah, so please avoid English. Avoid. Okay, next one, number 9. You said there's no problem here?
No.
We haven't done 8, sir.
8 is done.
Okay,
Z.
okay. Yeah.
9th.
Okay. Then 1.
1, not when.
Sure. It's time.
It's not a question of if the seminar will take place.
Yeah.
It's a question of
When.
when.
When the seminar takes place.
Okay, next one. Nummer 10, Nummer 11 und Nummer 12. Come on, come on. Ganz einfach. Basics. Apply logic and basics. Wir haben schon gut und genug Deutsch gelernt.
Wie teuer sind die Seminare?
Wie teuer? Teuer is an adjective. Why do you want to touch it?
Ja.
In the sentence. Wie groß?
Ich glaube,
wie
es
teuer?
ist
Wie klein?
Ja. Falsch. Ich glaube, das ist der Verb, ne? That's why.
Die Seminare, so Verb Plural ist auch okay.
Und
Nein? Teilnehmer.
So.
Good, Jeep. Nehmer is falsch.
Teilnehmer.
If you think English, it's correct. If you think German, it's wrong. How many seminars and how many takers? There's English. How many takers are there? You're offering this course, so how many takers are there for this course? That's English.
Teilnehmer. Okay.
How many participants? German. Teilnehmer. Don't go by the English. Nehmer is straight from English. How many takers? Okay, so Teilnehmer. Gut, nächste Zeile, next line. Gibt es auch die Möglichkeit, Seminare in Japan zu besuchen?
Gibt es auch die Möglichkeit, Seminare in Japan zu besuchen?
Genau.
Ja,
Gibt es auch die Möglichkeit, would be eine Möglichkeit is also möglich hier. Die Möglichkeit. Nouns ending with Keit, Heit, Schaft, Ung, sind immer feminine.
Feminine.
Right? And it is nominative here. Why? You are conjugating gibt es and putting this here. So gibt es die Möglichkeit. So was gibt es, if you interpret this from the point of view of object, was feminine Akkusativ, die Möglichkeit. Basics, wer, was, wen, wem. Wir fragen. Our four keys, the four keys to any sentence. Wer, was,
Was, wen, wen.
So, wen auf Englisch bedeutet?
whom.
Und wem ist to whom?
Yeah.
Okay.
But English changes it. English doesn't use whom very frequently these days. Who are you asking that? Who, not whom are you asking? Who are you asking? Don't let that sentence confuse you. The same way I object to that English. So, how are you? I'm good. What do you mean, I'm good? You're literally answering the question, how? So it's possible that I am bad is there? If there's good possible, then it should also be bad, isn't it? As a possibility. So I don't ever use this answer at all. I'm bad. I'm good. So how are you? Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. I feel good. I'm doing good, but not I'm good. Don't use this. I'm good. You can always just as well answer. I'm bad. Just committed 3 murders, 4 rapes, and 5 killings. I'm that bad. It doesn't make sense. I'm good. I'm bad. But everyone now uses I'm good. Don't use I am. If you're saying good, then don't use I am. So how are you? Good, good, good. Thank you. Stop there. Don't say I am. The other thing that we use is, what's your good name?
Ja, das hat
So
in
that person is
unserer
having a bad name
Unterricht
also.
passiert.
Correct. See, this good name comes from our Indian languages where we are honoring the other person by asking that person's Shubh Naam.
Yeah, sir.
It's there in the Sanskrit also. Shubham Naam. Many of the old language usage is changed in language, even in our languages today. They ask that person about his very good, respectful.
Yeah, polite the way. Yes. In Tamil also.
Yes. Not only polite, but also respectful.
Yeah.
But now, English, what's your good name? I've heard this, people, believe it or not, at the university in the Department of English. I very, very straight face, very seriously, I told him, I'm sorry, I don't have a good name. I got a lot of bad names I got from students, from colleagues, from other people, but I got a lot of names. With a straight face, no smile, nothing, no expression. I have a lot of bad names. Many students, many colleagues, people abroad also, they call me bad names only. So I don't know which one you want to know. No, sir, your name, your good name. Sir, I don't know my good name. I was appointed as a teacher of English. What do I say? So please don't use English and don't translate from there. Bitte, wie ist Ihr guter Name?
Vorname, Nachname is better.
Wie ist Ihr guter Name? Also mein guter Name ist, ich habe keinen guten Namen. Okay. So, ich wäre sie dankbar.
Ich wäre Ihnen.
Ihnen.
So, we need to brush up our basics. Would you people be able to do that, please? Next week, like I told you, I'll be away. Do you want me to send you or give you some exercises with the oldish grammar?
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
basic, please,
Why
sir.
not?
Please, sir.
You have to be very sure of the old grammar for a simple reason, because in B2, I don't want you to think before you speak. Ich möchte den Mann, nein, dem Mann, nein. Das Mann, des Mannes, nein, nein, nein. Den Mann. I don't want you to do that. Many of us do that when we are taking the oral exam or trying to speak. We start worrying. Is this there, den, das, denen, dasen? I don't want you to do that. So once our basics are strong, your confidence will go up. It will come automatically to you, the speech. Ganz automatisch. So, ich werde das raussuchen, einige Übungen, und ich schicke euch dann einige Übungen, damit ihr mit diesen Übungen sich beschäftigen können und wir unsere Grundkenntnisse verkräftigen können, verstärken können.
Sir, if there is some Yubung for Sue, then please send that too also.
Sue plus infinitive. Didn't I share a book?
No, not for Sue plus infinitive, but sir, we use Sue other than infinitive also in not.
It's an adverb.
Yeah.
So gut. Das ist so gut, so schön.
Nice. Also, there are also some sentences where we use soothe. For example, like you have pointed out, example. Sir, you have built a example with dative where we used a thing. Then we have to apply su. Recently, we have used that example. I forgot.
Is it Mitsu one is zoo XX? No, which?
No, that is infinitive plus su.
Yeah. Let's read on the grammar part of some chat.
Kushi, you mean ZU?
Yes, Gehören vielleicht mit.
That's a preposition.
Okay, sir, preposition maybe.
That's a preposition, Gehören zu.
Belong to, yeah.
That's a preposition, eh?
Yeah.
So, there's a very simple usage and explanation. If you belong to a club or an organization or something, then you use Gehören zu. You're a part of that organization. You've paid some money and you become a member. So that is Gehören zu.
Nicht mit Gehören, sir, nur zu.
No, zu is a preposition then. Aus bei Mitnachtzeit von zu.
Okay, sir.
That's eine Präposition. Zu.
Yeah.
Zu shows a specific place. A specific place within a city. Ich gehe zum Bahnhof, zum Büro, zur Schule. And immer mit Personen.
So sir, here we are using su to the, because we have to apply I'm going to the school.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a specific place.
Okay.
And general direction, nach.
Okay.
So
Ich
this
gehe
is,
nach Zuida oder Austin.
yeah.
Okay.
So very simple. Then nach, all these will be dative then. Aus bei Mitnachtzeit von zu.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Immer
sir.
dativ. Immer mit dem Dativ.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir. So, sir, after 25, we are not having class for how many days?
I'm back on the 2nd. 2nd is a
Okay.
Sunday. Oh, I'm back next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then have to meet next year only.
Next. So I'll see you next year. On the second evening, I'll be back. So third, we have our class as usual. So tomorrow we are meeting.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
we
we
meet.
are
After
we
that,
have class. Okay, sir.
yes, please. Tomorrow we'll meet. Yes.
We have an authorized.
Although I have to leave early, but I'll be around till about at least till 12. I'll be here punctually, and then I'll have to leave.
Fine problem,
Okay,
sir.
Okay, sir.
But I'll
Can
be here.
wind
We
up
have a
early also.
I
Fine
don't like
problem.
missing classes. I don't like missing classes. I get very disturbed. So what to do? All
Fine
my life
problem.
I've been teaching, but we'll
Yeah,
meet
really
tomorrow.
Sir.
good, sir. You can,
Yeah.
you
And
can
when
always
will you share a textbook?
textbook.
Let's take one more lesson, Kushi, and I'll share that book with you.
Okay, sir. Because, sir, we are having so many days, so okay.
No,
That's a
actually,
good thought.
Kushi, I think
Yes.
sir already sent us many links, right? You remember